Hello everyone. Welcome to the episode number 74 of Q&A series with Suresh GP. Remember, we are doing the business relationship management series and I answer frequently asked questions around business relationship management. Now, as I look at business relationship management and I talk with a lot of people who are doing business relationship management, a common question emerges as to what is BRM? Is it an art or a science? So in this episode, we're going to talk about, is business relationship management a science or an art or both? Now let's first understand, business relationship management is not a role alone, it is a discipline and it is a capability. In the previous episodes you have listened to my sessions, you would understand that business relationship managers are not only a designated role, but you have the discipline where you understand the business relationship management best practices, you follow the business relationship management body of knowledge, and then we look at every role within your organization, whether it's going to be human resource, sales, marketing, legal, irrespective of what technology facets you're managing, all of them can play the capability of business relationship management. So having said that, what does that encompass to become a business relationship management? So the first and foremost thing is, in terms of your work experience of looking at business relationship management, you also need to understand your ability to convince your business partners. So you need to have good domain knowledge. You need to apply the principles of business relationship management in the aspects of what has been listed as part of business relationship management body of knowledge. So from that particular perspective, it is a science that you understand the nuances of handling business relationship management capability, discipline and role, but also understand the context in which your organization operates today. I have had organizations where business relationship management roles are in several hundreds. I've also seen organizations where BRMs are not a designated role, but everybody in the value chain starts to talk the language of the business. So in precise aspects, it is not just the science that will take you forward, but it's also about an art. Now, why do I say that it is an art? Many times, it's about the way you deal with people that matters. It's very easy to tame your process, your technology, but it's very difficult to handle people, their emotions, the cultural nuances. So whenever you are playing the role of a business relationship manager, it's absolutely important to have that cultural sensitivity. It's also important to understand the way we deliver our messages. Sometimes we might be perceived to be too hard or too pushy. So the way the business relationship manager acts around conflicts, negotiations, persuasions is about making the point come across very subtly, which means as a business relationship manager, I should have the finesse and the art to understand my personas on the other side of the spectrum, because each and every one responds to a stimulus in a very different way. Some people are very ambitious. Some people are pretty much wanting to focus on their key deliverables and outcomes. So irrespective of what kind of business partner you deal with it's very important to be empathetic. It's very important to start thinking, to put yourself into the shoes of the business partner. How can we make them win at the first place? Remember, we as a BRM are here to serve the business partner. So if you don't make your business partner successful, so how on the earth are we going to be successful as a BRM? So if you start to contemplate on these elements that I just talked about, it is very clear that having the science of understanding how business relationship management best practices are done, how the business relationship management body of knowledge is progressive, it's also important on how do we adapt and adopt. So the concept of adapt and adopt requires us to have an art of understanding the business relationship management. That's why if you are not a people-loving person, if you don't have a persona of being authentic, genuine enough to love relationship, then you would not probably be more successful in the role of playing a business relationship manager. So if you are contemplating as a business relationship manager, or you're trying to validate if you're doing the work well, it doesn't matter about how much knowledge, credentials, and experience that you have. It's also about your ability to craft the way the business relationship management can be applied in your context of the organizations to make an impact. Remember, as a business relationship manager, it is all about creating impact and value. So I hope that you would understand that to be a successful BRM, it's good to start with the science of BRM, but it's the art form that will resonate more with your business partners to make you successful. I hope that this episode of Q&A series about art and science of BRM was very useful. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of BRM Q&A series. So make sure that you follow on all the episodes and post your questions on the next important aspect that I want to cover as part of Q&A series. Until then, keep watching and keep rocking as a BRM. Thank you very much.